I'm feeling really proud of myself because over the last few weeks, I've read 3 books. And I'm not doing it like, I'm not reading books so I can have like, I've read 12 books of the year. I'm reading because it really is my hobby. It's been really stressful and it's been really helpful, but I've been enjoying it and I've cut my screen time a lot and it's decreased the stress for real, y'all. So anyway, all that being said, I wanted to share the latest book that I finished, which is Dubliners by James Joyce. It was a really short book. The page count, let's see, page count was 160. This is a compilation of short stories, and this is my honest, do not come for me opinion. Okay. The first handful of short stories were good. They were engaging. They were short enough that was like, yeah, I want to get to the next story, right? I felt like I was breezing through them pretty quickly because they were short stories. They kind of got to the point. A couple of them had some crazy endings, and a couple of them I was like, okay, whatever. The last 2 stories in the book were longer stories, still short, but longer, and they lost me. One's called Grace and one's called The Dead. I think by the time I got to those, I was expecting the same rhythm of the short stories. And when it didn't give me that, I was like, okay. So my recommendation for this is one of those books I would say if you're commuting, this reminds me of back in my days. If you're commuting and you're like on the train and you have like an hour commute, this would be really good for that type of commute where you can breeze through the short story within that commute. And then when you get to the end, you'll need to dedicate some time to the last 2 longer short stories. When I was reading this book, it was really crazy because in my head, I was hearing Cillian Murphy's voice. Sorry. So it was weird because I was reading it and I was thinking it in my bad. Anyway, Dubliners is James Joyce. It says, living overseas but writing always about his native city, Joyce made Dublin unforgettable. The stories in Dubliners show us truants, seducers, gossip, rally drivers. It goes through a list. Sentimental aunts and poets, patriots, all the things. In every sense, an international figure, Joyce was faithful to his own country by seeing it unflinchingly and challenging every precedent and piety in Irish literature. So I think this was a good book in terms of if you wanted to, I just wanted to read something that was like a different culture, different author. And I just finished some heavy books and I'm going to start a heavy book. So I really needed something in between that was like a lot lighter and easier to read. So I do recommend this book, Dubliners, it's a good read. But again, for some reason, when I finished it, I thought of, my friends who, if you're doing the commute, you want to do, this is a good one for like, okay, I'm just going to do this short story and knock it out. Not exactly, God, like I don't have anything negative to say about this book. It's just, again, and I'm just trying to be honest. I'm nobody's, I ain't no, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a friend across the screen just telling you what she thinks, okay? This is definitely, I'm glad I got it and I'm glad I read it. That's all I got. Y'all make up your own minds, but go ahead and get this book for sure. All right, so that's this book. Taking a small break, maybe like a week break from reading before I start the next one. I don't know what I'm going to start next. I really wanted to start Yellowface. I know that one's a heavy read as well, but I think that might be my next book. And I don't know if any of you have read Yellowface. If you have, please let me know what your thoughts. But this one, still a good one to add to the library. I'll probably end up donating this to a library. And that's all I got. Have an awesome rest of your day and keep reading, y'all. Bye.